bought us mushrooms.
Halfway to the water, we had all lit up, we're all feeling good.
I was with my boyfriend and we were both on Molly.
We'd come across a whole bunch of hash.
I run into an old friend and he's just like, yo man, like we're gonna make a giant vat of like liquid LSD.
Ate them on peanut butter toast.
We walked back to my place.
We had a lot of extra the one day, so we decided we were gonna make brownies.
Deer Park water bottle, and we like put a big hole in the top and we like pour all this OJ in.
So we're cooking them up, and there were probably like 8 or 9 of us at the house.
We went to Walgreens, we're like, this isn't working, this sucks.
We make a 4th batch, and we knew this one was right. Like we knew that this was the perfect one.
So we figure it all out, and I try a sip, and I'm like, all right, cool, you know, like let's do this.
Everything lined up. We covered it in peanut butter and then put chocolate drizzle over it. It was pretty impressive looking brownies.
By the time I get home, I discover the whole time my dress was like up.
Put it down on my legs, and it spilled all down my right leg.
My friend Scott goes, yo, is that a body?
We're like opening the freezer, and then I was just like, oh, like no one told me there'd be different brands here.
We go upstairs into the kitchen, and his grandma's just there washing dishes like she always does.
It's like all of a sudden it's on like half a sheet of acid.
First thing I see are like the 2 feet like facing me, like, you know, heels to the toes up.
Turned around, my best friend's like, what does that lady f***ing want? And it was just like an employee that was like stocking the shelf.
And I'm looking for a knife to cut the brownies with, and then I like, can't find it anywhere.
I'm like standing there naked, like what the hell do I do?
Attached to the rest of the feet, of course, is this naked body, and he's lying parallel to the surf, and the surf is going over his body, flopping his head back and forth, and of course, like that's a dead guy.
My friend, you know, that called us, he's like, where are you guys?
And then my friend's grandma turns around holding the knife laughing. I've never seen this lady laugh in my life. And I'm like, what the heck? She just got this knife in her hand. I'm like, yeah, thanks grandma, I grabbed the knife. And she's just pointing at the brownies laughing. We're like, yeah, we made brownies.
My friends are like, all right, well, you should just go with it, like ride it out, you know? And I'm like, yeah, like, all right.
So we're kind of standing around this dead guy, like wondering what we should do, because we were all high as still smoking our joints.
My boyfriend's like, we're in the park. And he's like, okay, it's a big park, like where are you guys?
And I go to cut it and realize there's a corner missing from one of the brownies. And his 80-year-old grandma ate one of our like super potent hash brownies that had debilitated several of my friends already. Like there were 4 of us that were passed out.
Within like 10 minutes, dude, all I saw was like lines going, like dots going like this.
And this like old Cuban lady comes power walking down the beach. It's like the middle of the night.
We're by the Sunbeams and the Pomeranians.
And she's eating the brownies, and then she's just cracking up. So me and my friends start cracking up hysterically.
And I started to like tap into like this weird like plane of existence with like all the different mythological gods and stuff from like, you know, like Egypt and like Greece.
We're like, Miss Cuban lady, could you please call the police, because we're really high right now and we don't want to get involved in this dead body.
Our friend's like, it's 11 a.m., are you guys drunk?
And we just laugh for about 20 minutes straight. And then she goes upstairs and falls asleep immediately. And it's like 5 p.m. and she just passes out.
All of a sudden I felt like freaking like Poseidon. And like every time I wanted to, I could make lightning just strike. I could make thunder explode.
And she's like, well, oh no, I don't want to get involved, sorry. And then just turns around and starts walking the opposite direction.
Went into a Starbucks to use the bathroom after arguing for like an hour in front of it, like what we're gonna do.
All of a sudden, I was like a god.
I had to call the police, and they got there very fast.
And the woman hands us this like ladle that has a key on it, like you know when people like tie a huge thing to a key.
I'm not saying I am, but holy man.
We all gave our statements really, really, really exceptionally high.
We saw it as like someone just like granting us like a mission, like a quest.
All of a sudden I wake up, my buddy laying on top of me. He's just like, are you all right? I was like, it's some good dude.
Guy was giving the interview completely new too. Like he asked for IDs, and I was like, I also have other forms of identification. He's like, oh, don't tell me too much now.
And then she's like, it's that way. And we had to walk down this like long glass hallway. And I like basically peed my pants outside the bathroom.
Here's the message. Don't mess up when you're with liquid acid. It's a bad idea. I decided I can't even do it anymore ever again.
I was just like in the corner and I'm like, is this where like Piet Mondrian died?
Don't mess around with too much drugs, people, because it kind of f***s up the whole chi of Earth and everyone around you. So be careful.
You learn, let's not trip anymore.
No, that was the best day of my life. I wish I could do that every day. It's just like, when do you have like 10 hours free to do that?
It's true.